Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Teth Gaming here, and today we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing and strategically powerful operators to hit Delta Force, GIZMO. You're going to want to see what this character can do. If you've been playing Season 7 as Sora, you know the meta has been shifting, and GIZMO, our new engineer, is a huge part of that. I've spent a ton of time with him, mastering his gadgets, understanding his flow, and honestly, I think he's a game changer when played right. So, if you're looking to dominate with clever traps, strategic vision, and some serious area denial, stick around, because I'm going to break down everything you need to know to become a GIZMO master. So, let's get into it.
First up, let's talk a bit about who GIZMO is. Beyond just his abilities, our new operator's real name is Rajad Rahal. He's an engineer, and his code name, GIZMO, perfectly describes his style. This guy is all about mechanical ingenuity, turning the battlefield into his own personal workshop of destruction and disruption. He's not your run-and-gun frontliner, he's the puppet master, the strategist, setting up the board before the enemy even knows they're playing his game. Now, let's talk about his passive ability, which is officially called Defensive Vanguard, but you might also see it referred to as Firewall. This one is super important for understanding his playstyle. Basically, GIZMO has a unique way of using explosives, but that's for another time. For now, let's focus on how this passive works. Are you ready to hear about it? Right, so when GIZMO is close to one of his deployables, like his crawler nest or smoke mine, he gets a boost that speeds up how quickly he can handle his weapons. This means he can aim faster, reload quicker, and often better control the kickback of his firearms. So why is this crucial? This isn't just a little bonus. It fundamentally changes how you should play GIZMO. It encourages you to stay close to your traps, not just to protect them, but to empower yourself. You are setting up a defensive perimeter, and you become much more dangerous within that zone. Think of it as his personal comfort zone, where he is at his most effective. It turns your defensive setup into an offensive advantage. So don't just throw your gadgets and run. Use them as anchors for your own engagements. Alright, let's get to the fun stuff. His active abilities. GIZMO's kit is incredibly synergistic, meaning his gadgets work best when combined. If you use them in isolation, you're missing out on their true power. First, let's look onto the claw nest. What it does, you deploy a small mechanical nest and out pop 3 sentinel spiders. These 3 little guys aren't just for show, they track nearby enemies and then explode on impact, dealing damage. The critical part. Beyond the damage, these spiders apply a corrosion effect. Think of corrosion as a debuff. Corroded enemies take increased bullet damage from you and your teammates. This is huge. It instantly turns firefights in your favor. The synergy. If a corroded enemy then enters your smoke mine, they are marked on the minimap and through walls for your entire team. This is invaluable intel. The synergy. This is your control zone. The slow makes them easy targets, and the marking turns them into fish in a barrel for you and your squad, especially if they're already taking increased damage from corrosion.
The next one is Smoke Mine. What it does, this isn't your average smoke grenade. It's a smart device you can stick to surfaces. It triggers when enemies get close, releasing a cloud of smoke that slows down anyone inside it. The critical part. Here's where the synergy really kicks in. If an enemy is already corroded and then enters your smoke mine, they are marked on the minimap and through walls for your entire team. This is invaluable intel. The synergy. This is your control zone. The slow makes them easy targets, and the marking turns them into fish in a barrel for you and your squad, especially if they're already taking increased damage from corrosion. Place these around objective points, entrances to buildings, or even in open lanes where you expect flanks. Combine it with your crawler nest for maximum effect. You essentially create a kill box or a vision zone that enemies dread entering. The ultimate, the hunting spider, or tenacious interceptor model, TIM. What it does, this is GIZMO's ultimate trump card. You throw out a large, autonomous mechanical spider that will patrol a designated area. Once it detects an enemy, it hunts them down and fires a restraining net. The critical part. This net is devastating. It severely limits enemy movement, preventing them from aiming down sights, and disables their operator gadgets for its duration. Imagine an enemy rushing you, getting netted, and suddenly they can't shoot accurately or use their own abilities. They are a sitting duck. Synergy. If an enemy is already corroded, the Tim Spider will prioritize and immediately pursue that target. This makes your combo even deadlier. Use Tim to lock down objective points, cover flanks, or secure crucial revives. It's also excellent for initiating pushes or counter pushes. Once an enemy is netted, they are a free kill for you or your teammates. This ability is a true game changer in those crucial team fights. Now that we've covered his kit, let's talk about his strengths and weaknesses of GIZMO. Every operator has them, and knowing them is the key to truly mastering them. What are the strengths? Exceptional area denial and control. This is his bread and butter. He can completely lock down hallways, objectives, and popular choke points, making it a nightmare for enemies to push. Massive team utility and intel. The corrosion debuff increasing damage for a whole team is huge. Add to that the marking from the smoke mine and the disarming effect of Tim, and you are providing invaluable support. He's not just getting kills, he's enabling kills. Strong 1v1 potential with his Ornn. Thanks to his passive Defensive Vanguard, when you are near your deployables, you become incredibly potent in direct gunfights with increased handling. Combine that with the potential corrosion debuff on the enemy, and you are at massive advantage. Counterplay potential. Tim is a direct counter to aggressive rushers and other operators who rely on their gadgets, stripping them of their mobility and abilities. Cons of playing GIZMO. Requires setup and follow-through. You can't just spam his abilities and expect results. You need to anticipate enemy movement, strategically place your traps, and understand how they interact. This makes him less beginner-friendly than some other operators. Vulnerable out of position. If you're caught in the open away from your deployables, you lose your passive buff and can feel a bit underpowered in direct gunfights compared to a pure assault operator. Gadgets can be destroyed. Smart enemies will learn to prioritize and shoot down your crawler nests, smoke mines, and especially Tim. You need to place them cleverly to maximize their lifespan. Ultimate can be wasted. If you throw Tim into an empty area or it gets destroyed quickly, it feels bad. Timing and placement are crucial for such a powerful ultimate. So there you have it. GIZMO, the engineer operator. To sum it up, GIZMO isn't just about throwing out some spiders and smoke. He is about creating a calculated web of control, debuffs, and intel that turns the battlefield into your domain. If you enjoy a strategic, mind game approach to Delta Force, if you like outsmarting your opponents, and if you are willing to learn the synergy of his kit, then GIZMO is absolutely the operator for you. He might take a bit of practice, but the payoff in terms of control, team utility, and sheer frustration for the enemy is immense. Give him a try, master his combos, and let me know in the comments how you are doing with him. What are your favorite GIZMO plays? If you found this guide helpful, please smash that like button and hit that subscribe button for more Delta Force content. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video. Thanks for watching, and see you on the battlefield!
You're going to be okay.